good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the day bar market update. Okay, we did weekly update and day update yesterday. Right, so after Monday we do only the day bar analysis. Okay, so I keep changing the format to make it even quicker at each time, and and probably starting tomorrow, I'm going to do a pre-analysis before so that I'm going to concentrate on the few that give us at least two SCF, okay, and zoom on it rather than going through all of the currencies, okay. But what we traded yesterday made some profit, okay, from the Friday bar, uh, right. But before continue, okay, just to make sure you're awake, right? If you're energized for this week market, please type in energize, okay, in the chat. In the chat there. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. So every day the market is again giving us opportunities. Okay, always before we start, before we start going into the technicals, let me just give you a quick tip on psychology. Okay, you realize now if you study the master SCF, right, on the foundation master class, you see the opportunities every day, right? What you need to do is just to arrive at the market and then review what happened. Sorry, what happened the day before, and then when you have one or two strong setups, just do your checklist, do your plan, and then decide and place your trade. Right? Do not hesitate. Just manage your risk, and then you start to learn from the market. Right? When you're not seeing any setup, right, or you're confused about the market, then those who just learn this, you can ask question in the group. Or if you find the market is confusing, maybe you're not in the right again psychology. So just stop, okay, take your break, right? uh, do not overload. For those who learn this just recently, do not overload yourself, right? Be calm and be patient with you to absorb, right? You need to absorb this learning. After you watch this update and then you try to follow and then you cannot follow this, just take a break, right? Just take it at your own pace, right? This is not a sprint, right? A marathon. For those who are new, uh, take it step by step to absorb the lessons, and then start following how to identify the three SCF and which trade that you want to take. Okay, most important, your psychology. Okay, and do your rituals. Don't forget to do your rituals. So let me share you my screen. Okay. There. Okay, everyone can see my screen, right? And then also my pointers. Oh, great. Okay, let's start with currency set one. Okay, Euro USD. We see the weekly, right? It moved down because of this lining up for last month, like 4 weeks ago, and then it went. It moved quite big here, right? And then gives you a harmonic, but not a clean one. Okay, not a clean one from this, right? XA, B, C, D. A lot of doji here, so it's not also quite clear on the day bar. Sorry, on the day bar. I mean, compared to other correlated currencies, right, where you see a clean harmonic here, right, on the weekly. That's why the reason that this one has been lagging in its movement, the euro related, right, euro USD. So compared to GBP USD, you see clear harmonic there, and then it just reversed. I mean, we identified this yesterday, right? You were asking whether this is a trade, and this is a bullish engulfing and 3 SEF. Okay, should trade that. And yesterday gave you 140 points, right? 140 points there. Okay, I mean, this is your first target for exit, right? Though these might continue. Okay, it spiked yesterday, so you got your first exit, right? If you do twin trade, you can exit one, the other one you can keep for a bigger reversal on the weekly, right? Uh, that's one. That's the one that made us profit yesterday's. Okay, so also this one, right? Trade inside up hasn't got triggered yesterday when we review this, right? Pound yen. Okay, it's because of this energy from last week hammer, right? And at S3 too, right? It's very um, far pivot levels, right? So it tends to reverse from that point. Okay, that's what you learn from foundation masterclass. So you got your profit also from here, right? To inside up there, 130 points. Okay, when you see these moves, right? Uh, these two moves, and then those correlated to to this currency. I mean, is euro yen, right? Euro yen hasn't moved. Okay, hasn't moved because there wasn't harmonic on the weekly. Okay, it didn't have that, right? But this gives us 3 SEF. Okay, uh, divergence candle 8 and pivot. So 3 SEF, a valid signal. What you need to do now, right, is just to support that with your cluster. Okay, draw. Okay, let's just draw this. So one retracement extension, and then just draw the recent energy. So retracement extension and then projection, and see how that gives you a cluster. And then yes, you have here. Okay, you have it here. It touches that. Okay, these other bars hasn't crossed that bar, sorry, that cluster, but already touched, right? That's also a signal, even though that's weaker. So that's another support for SEF. Okay, for SEF, because the correlated currencies has moved, right? This would move eventually, even though it's slower. So give us a chance. This gives us a chance for a trade. So yeah, give 2 thumbs up here. So a solid recommendation, right? Just again, watch for disruption, okay, on the 4 hour. So that's recommendation, right? And then Euro USD we're still waiting for candle 8. Okay, this might also reverse following the other uh, correlated uh, uh, market, right? So this is the first set. Okay, second set. Remember yesterday weekly, right? We keep seeing weekly on US yen, US dollar yen. Keep seeing harmonic, right? There's one here, and then another one here, another one there. Already 3 times there, and then bounce off pivot. right? We had that trade last week, okay, that trade. So I was saying that we wait for, if there is a bearish movement, we found we we trade the higher sync reversal, and it didn't go down yesterday, right? Give us a doji, and today might be forming your a continuation bar, okay, continuation bar. Right? If this is giving us at least 2 SEF, okay, 2 SEF, you can trade this bar, right? Let's check tomorrow. Okay, let's check tomorrow. Next one, Swiss franc, right? Harmonic forming there, right? Harmonic and candle 8, right? No divergence. So only two signals, okay? You, sorry, this evening star. So you need to, you can trade this, only two signals, but be very observant on the harmonic disruption, right? And play defensive on this one. Okay, you want to trade this. Then you just need to uh, draw your cluster again, right? Always do your homework, right? Draw your cluster. So retracement extension, it's so easy right now. Nothing complicated about this. Okay, there you got a cluster. Not exactly a strong one because it's too far apart. Let's check the extension too, right? Just click, click, click. This is second anchor, third anchor. Okay, so this is a strong one, bounce of that. Uh, let's check the bigger frequency from this point. Okay, whether that gives you a strong cross and close. Yeah, not really. So you just move here, right, to the other anchors. Yeah, this is a strong one from this point. Okay, so you check all the energies from previous movement. So there gives you more clear signal. So that's your cluster, a strong one, right? Almost close to each other, even though it's different level, right? We use this and this. Okay, so it crossed down and closed. So that's uh, an ideal cluster trade. So two signals only SEF, but because it's a harmonic, right, and then cluster. So in HPR trade, okay, HPR trade. Uh, a valid recommendation, just need to be defensive on this one. Okay, so that's another euro, yen, US dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, um, let's see this one. Okay, uh, three signals. This one actually. Okay, harmonic forming there. So this might be a good one also. Okay, harmonic X A B C D. Right, even the smaller one X A B C D. Okay, that's an interesting trade. So no, oh, well, it didn't have only two also. So it didn't touch the pivot, almost, just barely. Right. So again, this is, you play this with defensive stance. Okay. The variance not, sorry, that's the wrong. The variance, so it's not enough for us to trade using offensive stance. Okay, that one projection, right? And then we draw, let's see, from immediate energy there. Yes, there's a cluster there. Okay, bounce off. Okay, there's a cluster down here also. So it touches, right? Not the most ideal, but it's a touching there. So oh, sorry, this bar. Yeah, it touches. So three signal on this one hasn't got triggered. right? Hasn't got triggered, and then gives you a shooting star this here, smaller bar. So you can do this actually as your second GIF. Okay, HPR trade. Actually, three signals. This is one. This one is a solid recommendation, right? Three signal. Okay, and then you see the weekly is actually supporting you. It's bouncing off uh, super touch there. Okay, right. So three recommendation, right? US dollar, Swiss francs, US dollar, Canadian, and Euro yen, right? Again, with two you need to be mindful for harmonic uh, disruption. Okay, on the 4 hour. Okay, now Australian dollar USD. Okay, the weekly harmonic, right? Harmonic weekly. Okay, that's a strong signal. Right, you see here also on the daily, right? I mean, we were waiting for this actually a reversal, right? I mean, we've been waiting for this. This is your continuation trade, right? We're waiting for this. That's why I give you one thumbs because this is not the most ideal morning star, right? The middle bar is supposed to be smaller than these two, okay? But the body is still smaller. That's why it's still a morning star to a weaker version. So with that kind of weak, we need to be okay. Weaker candle 8, right? We need to be defensive, right? Because the market might be extending again. So this is again only two SEF given to you, but it's an HPR. Remember the HPR, it's two is enough, right? But play defensive on this trade. Again, do your homework, right? And then draw your cluster. Okay, draw a cluster. So easy to draw cluster, right? Nothing can be easier, right? Your as a trader, what you need to do is just do this, right? Uh, retracement extension and two of them. Then let's draw a projection there. Okay, there your cluster, right? Cross down and then cross up. Okay, so that's your trade. Hasn't well 74.84. Now it's at yeah, not just barely at the trigger point. Okay, remember your breakouts. Okay, that's why I give you the thumb. Okay, it's only one because less strong. Only two SCF and then the candle is not as strong. So one thumb, right? On the advanced uh, Morningstar, David, but it's a weaker version because the middle bar is longer, even though the body is smaller than the first and the third bar. So yeah, remember I asked you to find a story, right? The story on every trade, story on every trade. So this one is a weekly uh, harmonic, right? Reversal, and then you catch the lower time frame, the day bar. Is though it's not so strong, the candle 8. Remember, we need to uh, still count the SCF. So two SCF here with weaker candle 8. So that's why I do one thumb. So besides counting your SCF, right, you need to gauge also the strength of those three SCF, right, and then create your own scoring system, right? Counting SCF, yes, and then you sort of like, oh, this is two thumbs up, right, or one thumb, right, and then you with one thumb you go for defensive, right, and then two thumbs you can go for uh, offensive trade, right? Don't move your stop loss. And then there is another one which is three thumbs up, right? Where you can go either offensive or aggro. Okay, just I mean this is like my personal scoring system. I mean you do your own, right? As you practice and find the story of the market. Okay, next set would be, okay, starting with NZD USD. Okay, we have a weak reversal here. Okay, and 3 inside out. Okay, 1, 2, only 2 signal though. Only 2 signal, no harmonic. Okay, then Fibonacci cluster. Okay, you draw. Okay, you draw. So I'm probably going to limit the drawing later so that it's going to be faster. So you see, only 2 retracement extension, you already find a cluster, right? Again, one thumb, because only, wait, 3 SCF actually. So 3 SCF, okay. Yeah, 3 SCF. Wait, yeah, it's a pin bar. Right, because weaker. I mean, you can take this, but it's a weaker compared to the others, right? You just play defensive on this one, right? 3 inside up, right? Supposed to take that one, okay? I rather take this weaker one, this weak one, the weak hammer from Thursday, okay? Thursday bar. I stop there, okay? Right, and then Euro GBP gap down. Okay, this gap and bounce off on the weekly, and then we see this pin bar, right? Harmonic also. So this is a trade actually with 1, 2, 2 signals, right? Only 2 signals though. Uh, well, it touches, no, it's not exactly moving average. So 2 signals and very weak candle, right? Weak candle. So defensive on this one again. Okay, if you want to trade this, you draw your cluster. It's not crossing up though, so it's also a weak cluster most likely. Right? We already have so many, right? One thumb, 2 thumb, and then you just concentrate on those 2, right? And then the major pairs, right? Go for major pairs because more volume, right? These 2 already a good trade for you, right? These 2. And then you just go past quickly on the others just for learning purpose, right? No signal here. It was signal yesterday, but only 2 again, right? It got triggered. I'm not sure what happened yesterday here, but it was triggered down. Trigger up first. You don't put a buy in here, right? Because harmonic there, harmonic, and then you just uh, trade the bearish, and then you get your profit. Though this is a weak one, right? We skipped that yesterday. So again, the next one is Euro Australian dollar, no candle 8. So again, skip, right? No candle 8. Right. GB Australian dollar. Okay, harmonic there, right? That's why I put a 1 thumb here. 3 SCF actually. Okay, 3 SCF. Right. Though I put a thumb only 1 here because the harmonic is not as clean as the ideal harmonic. Okay, so a lot of going sideways here, so that means the energy is dispersed. Okay, it also hasn't crossed down on the cluster. Okay, only touch. Okay, even though it's a 3 SCF, and then another one, the SCF happens on pivot floor. Okay, it's a valid 3 SCF because of these other variants, min variants. I put only one thumb for me, right? So play defensive on this one. Okay, if you want to trade this, but if you have so many on other uh, trade, so you might uh, skip this instead. Okay, so harmonic forming, no candle 8 here, right? It's a candle 8 but pin bar, right? Just forming here this bar, and then a pin bar usually you can wait, right? Pin bar you can wait for a stronger signal from the market. It's reversing up also on the weekly. So we skip this, right? Waiting for a stronger candle 8. Uh, Australian dollar yen. Okay, I put a 2 thumb here. Why? Harmonic, right? Already extended X A B C D, right? And then another one, okay, X A B C D, right? Two of them. Uh, then it's okay. It's what is this bullish engulfing? No, it's not. Okay, not a bullish engulfing. So no thumb here. Okay, the market. Yes, it's HPR, but we don't trade those that didn't give us candle 8. Okay, so we skip this. Okay, you might want to go a lower time frame on this one. Okay, if you don't see candle 8, you try to go for uh, intraday trade. Right, you can take advantage of the intraday movement. Right, this is yesterday's bar. Right, and then you go intraday, and then you can trade this. Right, you learn this on the next daily SCF 2.0 actually. So that's not a trade. We skip that. Okay, we skip that. Uh, no signal here. Okay, that is actually yesterday, but we skip that because it's going sideways, right? Let the market move first, right? Then you trade the reversal. Okay, so we skip this, right? We see it going sideways, 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 and then it moves a bit, right? You don't want to trade this kind of uh, setup. Okay, even though there might be, yeah, that no, not really, not a harmonic there, right? And then the energy already dispersed here. You want to have a clean harmonic or clean movement, and then you see the energy moving, and you trade that. Okay, Canadian yen. So I see this as a multiple signal from the market, right? You see harmonic here, right? Immediate one. Okay, and then you see the, I think weekly also give you, yeah, weekly give you harmonic there, a bigger one. And then this is our uh, signal, right? Lining up on the weekly. Okay, harmonic there, and then you see a weak hammer there, right? It's weak, but it's a signal on the weekly. So we trade the higher sing, right? Higher sing, and then you have this, right? You have this, okay? Three signals here, right? You have HPR, you have candle 8, and you have divergence, uh, which is good. So you draw your cluster, okay? That's one. Retracement extension, and then this one from the immediate move. Okay, there you cluster already, right? So, but we check again, right? From uh, projection. Okay, there's another one here. Okay, how about expansion? Yeah, it's even better here. So we draw expansion instead. there. So this one cross down and cross up. So valid signal on this bar, right? It's last week signals, right? Got triggered, hasn't been stopped out, and then the market keeps giving you a hammer again, right? Piercing hammer, 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 right? Three times. The market is hinting you, right, to take this trade. Okay, so we take it. Okay, we take it. It's building energy here on the reversal, right, beyond S1, and then you see the weekly is in our side. So yeah, just put one thumb here. Actually, you can do two thumb. Okay, I'm hesitating because this is a minor pair. Okay, but you can go offensive on this one. Okay, using this bar, right, the biggest bar. Okay, Euro Canadian at pivot and moving average going sideways, even though there's a harmonic not finished also. So no signal. Okay. Yes, it's candle 8 and moving average, right? But it's at the following sideways market. You do not want to trade this kind of energy. Okay, you skip that. Um, oh, this harmonic 3 weeks ago reversing, right? Might be giving us continuation trade going up, right? Second give of a reversal. So, I mean, yeah, last week it was our trade here. Actually, this is already passed, and then you just trade the continuation, but no candle 8, so you skip. Okay, skip that one. Okay, and then the last set, harmonic here, right? Harmonic there. So weekly harmonic. Yeah, continuation trade. So it is last week trade, right? If you enter there, you get that, and then it reverses a bit. This is your continuation trade, right? Continuation trade from this bar. Though you need to watch for harmony. Oh, sorry, this is 4 hour. My mistake. Yeah, 4 hour. The day bar, it's two thumbs actually. Okay, uh, from the weekly, right, and then three SCF here. Okay, three SCF. So two thumbs. Draw your cluster. Okay, let's just do quickly. There, one there, adjustment extension, and then you draw your projection from here. Okay, the more you see how I draw cluster, the more uh, you got inspiration on how to pick the energy point, right? I call this energy point, which is your anchor. There, cluster again, right? Cross up, right? Cross down and close, cross up and close, right? At a pivot also. So two thumbs, okay, for this trade. Right, three SCF with Fibonacci cluster. Right, no SPR. The SPR is on. Sorry, the harmonic is on the weekly, right? This is wrong yen. So many recommendations today. Okay, New Zealand yen, right? We are bombarded by opportunities. I think we see this yesterday, right? And then you start off how to enter, right? And then I asked you to enter on this bar if you want to trade it, and then just be mindful of the harmonic disruption. And then it got triggered again just now. Okay, so we wait for that, and then keep your eye on the this. Okay, there. You look for this higher, I mean bigger harmonic, right? Wait for it to pass this level, right? And then be mindful of a reversal there. Okay, you might be profiting a bit and then move to zero, or take your profit or move to zero. Okay, we see that yesterday. Okay, it's yesterday's recommendation actually, but it's a weak one. Australian dollar, Swiss franc, another harmonic there, right? Uh, yeah, it's not as clean on the day bar, so we trade based on that. Just wait for, I mean, just make sure you have 3 SEF here. Okay, you have it on this bar, or no, only 2 also, right? Just need to make sure you have a strong, there's a strong candle. Okay, I keep checking all the chart. Okay, this is for your learning. So bear with me. Okay, there are a lot of gems in these updates actually if you stick to this till the end. So I mean to for learning. Okay, and then you get your money too from the recommendation, right? So yeah, there's a strong cluster there. Uh, oh, you need to wait for this bar, but this bar only touches. So week one, that's why I put only one thumb, right? Because of the weekly harmonic, right? And this is only, so sorry, uh, 3 SCF but a week cluster. So you have a lot. I mean, you can skip this. Okay, you have a lot. The other, I mean, the other recommendation. So this one again, harmonic on weekly XABCD, right? And then you trade higher sync again, right? This is a week morning star, right? Not exactly the smallest, the middle. That's why I put here, right? Yeah, immediate harmonic here. Okay, but somehow the energy is dispersed here. Okay, week one. If you want to trade, what you want to trade this, right? Buy, stop there. Okay, just pay attention to harmonic disruption. Okay, we finished 3 sets. Okay, just concentrate on the 2 terms instead. Okay, the 2 terms, right? Yes, everyone clear? Well, let me just immediately move on, just to be fast. To the Dow Jones, right? You've been waiting for the Dow Jones. Where is this guy going to discuss the Dow Jones? So here we go. Okay. So weekly, right? Harmonic. Okay, harmonic. Uh, HPR, right? I mean, it's not clear harmonic signal on a specific bar, right? Not like this lining up here, right? But it's a harmonic. You look for a lower time frame reversal, okay? And it did give you, right? This is a lesson for you, okay? Even me on not on my when I'm used out my quota throughout the day, and then at night I try to trade Jaeger cat, and then my perspective. Remember that lesson from surfing, right? You when you learn, you should fix your gaze on the trees on the beach, right? You when you surf, and then you let yourself ride the waves, right? But you fix yourself on the tree. What I mean is in for you not to wipe out or fall fall from your board. So you need to fix yourself. I mean, you see higher time frame gives you the harmonic, right? And then gives you 3 SCF, 5 SCF, yes, here, right? You actually trade this and gives you 200 points. I mean, we've discussed this, and actually, because of the volatility and the rebalancing of portfolio during a quad reaching period, the market decided to continue to go down, right? Extending its D, right? But it's sort of a test for you that you you should not lose perspective. Okay, and then you dwell on this, oh that, and then you didn't move your stop loss and keep your stop loss. I mean, you should move your stop loss because of the 4 hour harmonic disruption, right? But when the market goes against your uh, calculation, right, careful calculation, it goes against you, do not dwell on the mistake. It's not a mistake. I mean, the market would change its mind, and then the market already give you signal that it's going to reverse, right, on the 4 hour. So you go back and do your analysis again. And when the signals, right, are still intact, right, the market still gives you 3 SEF, and the harmonic hasn't properly reversed on the weekly. So you do your trade again, right? Get in again on the next valid trade, right? This is 3 SEF harmonic. So you trade again. Even better for those who learn the advanced class, right? You have exactly X3, right? 15 minutes bar, very small bar, and then you get 600 points in 2 days. Okay, even you take the the day bar, right? You still get your 500 points, no, 600 points yesterday. Sorry, the 15 minutes bar reversal on advanced class gives you 800 points. Okay, 800 points, just 3 days. Okay, I mean, you have all these tools, right? You just need to concentrate. Sorry, focus your mind on the higher time frame, right? Yes, this is going to be a reversal, right? Maintain that perspective as long as you haven't seen a valid reversal signal, right? 4 hour and then reversal bar. If you haven't seen that, you maintain your perspective, right? And then keep taking the bullish move, right? And then yesterday it gaps up, right? There was hesitation on intraday. Why? Because it touches our first simple exit target, which is super touch line, right? Right. Hesitate, right? And then keep pushing up a bit and then go back to that line again. Okay. I mean, use that for your intraday trade. I mean, that perspective. Okay. Okay. This is the pre-market. Sorry. It's supposed to be day bar. Okay. The pre-market also gave you the same signal. Remember, I asked you to uh, to look for both, right? To look for both. A cluster also, harmonic also, right? And then even better than the US Open, the pre-market gives you two signals, one piercing, one hammer, right? And then the market gives you screaming at you, right? Enter, I mean, buy me, right? I'm going to give you money. So keep your perspective, right? Do not, again, the psychology lesson is do not dwell on your first analysis where the market is giving you another extension, right? When the market goes even deeper down, right, you should be happy, right? The deeper it goes, right, the bigger the reversal. And that's how you see this. That's why I keep saying GOMO, GOMO, GOMO. Go to GOMO instead of FOMO or SOMO. You have this new term that you need to use, GOMO, GOMO. Grateful of the many opportunities that the market gives you. So you always at the top condition of your psychology. Okay. So you took this trade, right? Where other people are, I mean, panicking, confused, right? What is the market is? I mean, I don't understand the or the market is doing something weird. It's not weird, right? Market is doing what it's doing, right? And then always gives you a signal. Okay, if you dwell on this uh, against your analysis, right? You wouldn't have the psychology to take this one, right? That's why you need to keep it in shape. Okay. So what happens now? Okay, what happens now? Um, Wait for another signal. Well, this is a simple moving average trade, right? Super touch. Okay, super touch. So still bullish, right? Unless you see 4 hour disruption, okay, with reversal bar. Okay, it looks like it's going still bullish, right? There. Okay, a bonus run. Let's go for gold, right? Bonus view. So let's clear that up. I mean, this is your trade, right? This is your trade. It got triggered. Okay, it got triggered. It's a strong harmonic, right? On the weekly also, I think. Let's check weekly. Right. So I'll go aggro on this. Okay, if I got stop out, I'll find another entry. Right? Maintain your perspective. Okay, maintain your perspective. Uh, right. So let's check 4 hour. Right, harmonic. Okay. Yeah, this is causing that reversal. Right. If you want to play it safe, I mean, you exit and then you find another entry. Okay, always find another entry. This might be temporary. Okay, because the weekly is still intact. Okay, the weekly signal. Wait, yeah, this one. Okay, it low is 48.84. It's even a piercing, right? So if you see this week, okay, still 3 days to go, right? If it's positive, right, that would be you will be given another entry before this, right, shoot up. Okay, there. Any question? Okay, it takes like 40 minutes again. It's going to be uh, too long for YouTube, but yeah, I'll still post them anyway. So you can decide not to look for all market, right? I mean, you see how fast you can analyze this, and then go for the first set only, right? On the first set. So this eight, right? This eight, and then you already have two thumbs up. Okay, there. Then trade those instead of looking for the whole thing. I mean, you don't have time. Uh, But even if you do, you have like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes every day. What do you mean, Lidmil? Uh, how do we get the thumb? No, it's just a drawing here. Okay, you pick a thumb here. I just paste that. It's just my scoring. I mean, personally, you can just mark it, right? Use any markers. I mean, when I see even 3 SEF, but like though, I mean, 3 SEF with weak candle, for example, and then weak harmonic, right? I would just put one thumb instead of two, right? It's 3 SEF, but though 3 SEF has different strength uh, between setups. Okay, so yeah, this is personal, so you can choose your own scoring system. Okay, and then you can develop that your own later. I mean, you're used to this. Oh, I think when I see this, for me, it's not so strong, right? From my experience of back testing or forward testing, then I'll just put one thumb, right? And then you trade the 2 times, or if you get 3 times or more, right? Then you can go aggressive. Okay, if no more question, that's it for today, right? Thank you for joining this session. Have a great day. Happy trading. I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.